today in the life of me, targeted individual. You see, I have good health to report. Why can't they just sell a steroid shot over the counter that doesn't require a $10,000 doctor bill? Why don't they just sell a steroid shot? You just put it in your arm and everything stops. Everything. But no, steroid shots, steroids, lotion, like by the time all the bills are paid on the medicine, it's probably $350 worth of medicine and probably a $3,000 to $5,000 doctor bill, all for a steroid shot that has almost instantly cleared up my poison. Because it's a gimmick. Got a few things to say today, a few things to talk about. I watch YouTube. That's all I watch is YouTube. A lot of channels. I watch a lot of car content because I'm a car guy. I'm a bike guy. Off-grid construction. Of course, I'm awakened. So I watch things so I can learn. I'm a sponge. I watch channels that will fill my mind with information. Sometimes useless information, but most of the time good information that I then sell to you for the convenient low price of $0 and 0 donations. So when the hurricane, and so much more has come out now, where the dams were working in coordination with the hurricane. Before the hurricane hit, before the weather weapon took its effect, they opened the Stanley County Dam and opened up both wheels of the dam while the lower dams were closed, backfilling all of the creeks, all the streams, and all the rivers. They filled up all the rivers to 10 feet above capacity, and then, which has now been reported as 20 inches of rain fell on Asheville, Black Mountain, and Spruce Pine, North Carolina. So they let all the waterways fill up 10 to 20 feet and then flood the place. Perfect plan. Why? Because BlackRock owns everything. So the first day after the hurricane, a YouTuber from Florida named Cletus McFarland, real name is Garrett. He's a car YouTuber. He does drag racing. He's got it from his YouTube channel being about, first he was an editor doing a drag racing show, and then he got his own channel, built his own channel doing racing. Now he does racing, he does helicopters, airplane. He does, because when people don't understand the amount of money on YouTube, Cletus McFarland's probably making $500 to $1 million a month off YouTube. We're talking about ungodly amounts of money. So he just purchased a helicopter last year, spent $1 million, paid $1 million for it, spent $1 million refurbishing it, and the day he gets it from the shop of being completely restored, the thing hadn't been in the air in like 25 or 30 years. He restores the whole thing front to back, brand new everything. And the first thing he does is put his wife in it, and they go to the North Carolina mountains and help the survivors. They're hauling people out, hauling supplies in, doing everything they can to help. There's another channel on YouTube that you guys will know because they were on cable TV. It's called the Diesel Brothers. The Diesel Brothers. Heavy D and Diesel Dave, the Diesel Brothers. Well, they had a show building trucks, and they started their business being dieselsellers.com, where they have an auction for selling diesel trucks, and then they have a diesel truck giveaway. Well, this guy's got Apaches. I mean, he's twice as big as Garrett is because he made his money off the Discovery Channel. Still is making revenue off the Discovery Channel. So he has a Black Hawk. I mean, he has like 10 different things. Those are the big medical helicopters. These are all beyond the base level. We're talking, this is top higher echelons of aircraft owning. I mean, he's not buying a go everybody. After Garrett went to the mountains, because him and Garrett, YouTubers are affiliated. They share channels and they share work on each other's channels. They video for each other. Everybody from Garrett's channel, Cletus Performance, said, "Hey, Diesel Brothers," and the name of the channel now is called Sparks Motor Company. That's the name of our business, Sparks Motor. Everybody goes to Dave Sparks and says, "Hey, Dave, you should get involved in this. You should help out." Dave's channel, once YouTubers get so big, just like with Wrangle Star, if you ever watched Wrangle Star, once the channels get so big like Wrangle Star, every single video is them showing off their money. Wrangle Star every day. "Look, I bought 10,000 pair of $1,000 blue jeans. They're going to last me forever. Look at this goofy red hat. This is what I do to prepare in case of urban survival. This is what I buy. This is a new truck. This is a new tractor. Look at my new skid steer. Look at all my new equipment. I'm building a new cabin. I'm doing this. I'm doing that with all my money." Money, money, money is all they talk about. Well, Dave Sparks on his channel, it is normally, like last month, is him flying his Black Hawk helicopter all the way to Florida and buying Coast Guard Go Fast boats. Not one, several of these $1 million, $500,000 Go Fast boats that catch drug runners. Pretty good gig, huh? So here he is spending millions of dollars on the east coast of Florida. I'm setting up the strike, okay? Volleyed it up. So he does all that. He flies all over the country in his Black Hawk, flying friends here and friends there and doing this and doing that and having a good time. We making money on YouTube, and not only does he make money off the videos, but he has companies that sponsor his videos. So he's getting paid. Some videos, an average video for him gets anywhere from 750 to 1 million subscribers or 1 million views. That equals anywhere from $750 to $1 million per video. Now, there's a lot of money goes into editing, but he's got his own editorial force. He's got his own video makers, own staff. So they follow him everywhere he goes and records what he does. So then he has the sponsors. And the sponsor, all he's got to do is a 60-second commercial on, "Hey, I drink this green nasty stuff because it makes me feel good and my poop feels." Sponsors, he makes money off the ad. So no money is out of his pocket as he goes and buys all these cool toys. So he does a video today because he's been AWOL during the destruction. The war that's happening on the East Coast, the war that's happening in Wyoming. He's based out of Utah. He is a Mormon. Very greedy Mormons. So Dave makes a video saying, "Well, you know, guys, a lot of you have reached out to us to help in the trouble with the hurricane in North Carolina. You know, we just made a business decision that, you know, we probably wouldn't be helping anything. We'd probably just be in the way. We would probably hurt, and you know, because FEMA's asking people just to stay away, and because there's a lot of helicopters that are on the ground and they're not able to get out and help much because it's just kind of a cluster, and you know, it would really cost so much money in fuel to fly my Black Hawk out there." Now he's got smaller helicopters. He's got a bunch of smaller helicopters. He's got a fleet of helicopters so much that he could take care of all of Spruce Pine and Black Mountain alone. That's how many helicopters he's got. And all he had to do is get online and say, "Guys, I need everybody to donate, everybody to help out." If he didn't need fuel, if he needed fuel, people would have donated the money for the fuel to get him to help. But he says, "Well, it's just, we would just be in the way, and you know, we really want to help. So I just wanted to address it so you guys weren't upset at us, because, you know," and this is guilt speaking. Rich YouTuber refuses to help victims of the U.S. government war associated with BlackRock killing innocent men, women, and children and stealing their lands in the mountains of North Carolina. Poor white folks, in other words. Dave Sparks says, "No, we just can't afford it." So then, cut scene, next scene, Dave excited, "Hey guys, we're going to go in the mountains of Nevada think Nevada maybe. We're going to go to the mountains of a state near me with our Apache Black Hawk helicopter, and we're going to go looking for a $1 billion Spanish gold treasure. What? So, no dinero to help the victims of North Carolina. No dinero to fly that big old Black Hawk. No, couldn't dare find a sponsor to help people that are being attacked by the U.S. government. But Dave Sparks has got enough money and sponsors and fuel and helicopters to, I don't know, go hunt on a wild gold hunt. See, last year he did a hunt called the Bone Rush. The Bone Rush, where some guy came on Joe Rogan's show and said, yeah, back at the turn of the century, the 1900s, the U.S. government dumped millions of dollars of mammoth tusk into the New York harbor. Millions of dollars of bones and fossils that they just dumped. They just dumped them out. Millions of dollars. He funded that. He funded looking for bones, but he won't ask for help to help people in the mountains. Now ask why. What would be the motivation? The motivation is when you sell your soul to mainstream media like Discovery Channel, you're kind of stuck. Also, when you're buying, because he buys a lot of equipment from government auctions, like military auctions, government surplus auctions. He buys a lot of equipment from the U.S. government. He's even went training with the Coast Guard. He's went training with the National Guard. So he has all these affiliations with government. So, we really ain't got the money. Or is it Daddy Government said that we can't help, and I'm not going to piss off Daddy Government? This is the same YouTuber where a Mexican family's Ford broke down in a camping center, and the guy had rented that camping spot, and the guy comes to put his family in the camping spot. Now, you can disagree with this premise, but the guy's like, these illegal aliens are here, and I rented the spot, and I know he's broke down. I helped him move it, but you're broke down, and I rented the spot. It's mine. So then the world goes up and attacks the white man for wanting to get the camping spot that he rented for his family. So Dave's he's going to virtue signal and go pick up this Mexican's broke down truck and fixes it up, puts wheels and tires and lifts it up and paints it and makes it all pretty, and then speaks Spanish online. Oh, I love speaking Spanish, and all my employees are speaking Spanish, blah, 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 blah. Dave Sparks will openly encourage the invasion of the American country. He will encourage the invasion and facilitate that invasion. But Dave Sparks will not help the people starving to death. They're going to freeze to death now because I'm in my jeans and I've got my warm gear on, because in North Carolina, it's cold now. And in the mountains of North Carolina, it gets very cold. So Dave Sparks doesn't have the time, doesn't have the money, but Dave Sparks lacks the will and intestinal fortitude it takes to go help the people in need. Well, government said we would just be in the way, so we're just gonna go on a gold hunt. We're gonna go dig in the desert, in caves, and see if we can find the $1 billion gold mine. Know your enemy. Know your enemy. There are millions of people. See, I don't watch movies. I got wrapped in that stupid, and this is going to be a second video. I want to do it on here, but I got wrapped up stupid in that latest Marvel movie with Wolverine and that other douchebag in the red costume. Know your enemy. These people will pretend to be like you every day, but when it comes down to it, they don't care about you. See, I watch YouTube because I don't want to see this transgender, homosexual violence and cussing and language and all this garbage shoved down my throat. So I watch things that I can relate with. Yep, I watch things that I can learn from. But when you watch videos from these people that don't have enough sack to pack a lunch in, you're encouraging that behavior. Because when the crap hits the fan, you've just realized whose side Dave Sparks is on. Have a good day.